Well, hello everybody, it's Sarah here. Peace be with you. This is all very strange, isn't it? I can't be in my church and you can't be in school at the moment. But we can be all together. And I might not be able to light the candle in church, but I can light the candle in my study. Who wants to blow it out? God is here. We are here. We are here. God is here. I wonder, do you ever say, it's not fair? It's not fair. I can't go in my church at the moment. It's not fair. I can't see my friends. Can you think of a sentence that begins, it's not fair? I bet most of your sentences said, I can't or I have to. And they all seem a little bit selfish. So I thought I'd like to tell you a story that takes the phrase, it's not fair, and uses it in a way that's not selfish. My story is about two brothers. One brother was single. He didn't have any family. The other brother was married and he had 4 children, a big family. The two brothers were farmers. They farmed grain, corn. They had fields full of wheat. And at harvest time, they stored the grain in their barns and they divided the grain up so that it was fair. Both brothers had the same. And one day, one brother thought, it's not fair. My brother has a big family. He has much more people to feed. I know what I will do. At night time when he's asleep, I will take some of the grain from my barn and put it in his barn. And that's what he did. So at night, he took some of the grain from his barn and he put it in his brother's barn. Well, at the same time, his brother thought, it's not fair. I have 4 sons to look after me in my old age, but my poor brother is on his own. Who will look after him? I know what I will do. I will take some of the grain from my barn and put it in his barn when he's asleep. So he went to sleep, and the brother with the 4 children took some of the grain from his barn and put it in his brother's barn. The next day, when they woke up, they were surprised because the same amount of grain was in each of their barns. They stopped and thought, and they carried on for some time until one evening when they were doing this, they bumped into each other and they looked at each other and they saw the sack of grain on each other's back, and they laughed because suddenly they understood why their barns were full of grain, and they smiled at each other and they gave each other a high five. And the legend says that God looked down and smiled on them. The two brothers in this story didn't use the phrase "it's not fair" in a selfish way. Instead, they used it in a positive way, and they tried to do something to make the situation more just. I wonder what we could do to make the world a fairer place. Let's finish with a prayer. Dear Lord, help us to make the world a fairer place to live in. Amen. We'll say our school prayer together. Lord, bless our school, that working together and playing together, we may learn to serve you and to serve each other. Amen. And we'll blow our candle out. After 3. 1, 2,